In your view, what counts as a good argument? People reason with us every day, trying to show that certain claims should be believed and others should be rejected. We also reason with ourselves, wondering which actions we should take and what is true. Logic is the formal analysis of arguments. The discipline of logic focuses primarily on when an argument truly supports a conclusion with good evidence and reasoning. Logic does not focus as much on how charismatic or passionate a person is when making an argument. Logicians see the purpose of reasoning as getting to the truth, not just influencing people's beliefs or behaviors with words that are manipulating or sound clever. Logicians see it as a problem that we are often convinced by things other than good arguments and reasoning. Here's an example to illustrate this point. Imagine two people make an argument to you about whether teachers should be allowed to remove disrespectful students from a classroom. One speaker is well-dressed and eloquent. He has a winning smile and confidently discusses his reasons why all teachers should have the right to remove students from a class. A second teacher is shy and unfriendly. He speaks softly and looks away from you while giving his 3 reasons to support the opposite view. Many studies have shown that the well-dressed, charming, and confident speaker is more likely to convince you than the shy and unfriendly speaker. But should we be more convinced by this? A nice suit and a charming smile are not good evidence for a truth claim. By studying logic, we try to get past the techniques people might use to influence us, and to focus instead on whether or not the reasons given really do support the claim. Before jumping into these ideas as found in our textbook, let's take some time to think for ourselves about what makes a good argument. Imagine you tell your friends at a party that you have just enrolled in college, but you are unsure if you really want to attend. You ask advice of your friends and get a variety of responses. How convincing would you find these 4 arguments given by your friends and why? Argument 1. Your friend Kyle says, Bill Gates dropped out of college and got rich, so there is no point in going to college. What do you think of this argument? He makes a point. Bill Gates did get rich without graduating from college, but he did go to college and develop some of his software skills in college. More importantly, this appears to be a bad statistical argument. Many studies have shown that, on the whole, people who go to college earn more money. We should not use the single example of Bill Gates as sufficient evidence to make conclusions about college in general. Logicians speak about arguments as having premises and conclusions. Premises are statements given as evidence for conclusions. Conclusions are the statements we are trying to prove. This argument has a true premise. Bill Gates dropped out of college and got rich. But the conclusion that there is no point in going to college is not well supported by the premise. Your friend Irma offers a second opinion. You should definitely go to college. College is awesome. Here we see that the premise or evidence is college is awesome, and the conclusion is you should go to college. What do you think of her argument? Has she given good evidence that going to school is the right choice? Her argument seems to appeal mostly to emotions, without giving specific claims that can be evaluated as true or false. It is also not entirely clear how the premise that she gives supports her conclusion. Your friend Tyrell approves of your choice. He says, college teaches you specialized skills, and specialized skills yield more money than general skills. You should go to college. Premise 1, college teaches you specialized skills. Premise 2, specialized skills yield more money than general skills. Conclusion, you should go to college. Does Tyrell's argument seem better to you? Tyrell gives a clear chain of reasoning, and his premises are both demonstrated by many observations. Kyle is assuming that you care about money, but in the relevant context, this may be an assumption that you both accept. Your friend Ming offers a broader perspective. College helps to expand your mind, and expanding your mind adds meaning to life. So, going to college can make your life more meaningful. Premise 1, college helps you expand your mind. Premise 2, expanding your mind adds meaning to life. Conclusion, college can add meaning to your life. Ming's argument also seems better than at least the first two arguments. Her premises are plausible, and the premises are tightly connected to her conclusion. Both arguments showed good links between the premises and conclusions, but they both also hinged on specific values that you may or may not share. Specifically, Tyrell focused more on the usefulness of money, while Ming's argument focused more on developing yourself as a person. This illustrates the fact that we may differ in the weight that we give to values such as money and self-development. Even so, we might still agree that if those things have value to you, then college might help you attain them. This set of examples also shows that reasonable people can make different arguments about the same subjects, but that some arguments are more logically developed than others. Hopefully with this introduction, you have begun thinking about what counts as a good argument, and also about some of the ways that we sometimes try to convince people to believe what we believe without really giving good evidence or connecting the evidence we give to the conclusion we are trying to establish. In our next lesson, we will learn more about the basic elements of an argument, with more specific definitions and examples to illustrate the points.